Howdy ho again, everyone. Today we're checking out a game called The King is Watching. This is a roguelite base-building strategy game where you control the gaze of your ruler to govern resource production on a grid map of your settlement. But it kind of feels like combining a worker placement board game with a base-building defense game in real time to survive growing waves of enemies. Anyway, it's recently been released into 1.0 out of early access, but I had been sponsored to check this game out before, but I wanted to check it out just for its 1.0 release. This is not sponsored, I just enjoyed the game. And I wanted to see it in its final form because a lot of updates were being made, and there have indeed been lots of changes that I do think, they increased the amount of meta progression, but they also increased the amount of replayability, which kind of leads to more reason to do repeated runs. Because the last time I played, the one thing was that I would often gravitate toward one strategy each time I played. So there's more room for variation this time, I feel. Anyway, a little bit more interesting randomness. We'll go through a run and just take a look at some of the upgrade paths. I have unlocked a few things just as I was getting to know the game and its new features. Just some things to slightly improve. What is this tree? Some of the, general morale of my troops, a little bit more. I think this was military. Some of the other kings that are unlockable. I haven't gotten the more rare resource, this Ascension Crystal yet, but I did unlock some more advisor slots. So there are a lot more options at upgrading, and then there's all these other kind of aesthetic things, challenges too. So there's a lot more room for replayability now. Anyway, we're going to start off here. I have Gustav as one of my advisor, who is a duck wearing oversized glasses, and he provides 5% boost to all the production in buildings. And Silk Weaver, which improves a random tile at the start of the run. So you have a whole panel of advisors that you can pick from your council, and they kind of look like an ancient Renaissance painting, I guess, when I complete them. But anyway, enough of that. Let's begin a run. It is a pretty long and satisfying game. I guess we'll get one of these. I have beaten it once, but it gets progressively harder, to my understanding. Anyway, we start off, reveal our fate at the beginning. So we're going to be fighting against Goblin's War Lady. That's a lot of text. If you thought Gorzog was trouble, meet his better and far more terrifying half Magra. Or Margra. My bad. Anyway, we are fighting several, terrible troll goblin people. I'm not actually going to go through all of this. I just want to get right into the game. But, we get a series of bosses that we're facing. We will have a few little, story decision-making-y elements like that, but basically all you need to know is this. We have this board of tiles where we are controlling our gaze, and only the buildings under our gaze will actually produce any resources. So if I put something way up here outside of where I'm planning to put my gaze, then that will go quite terribly for me. Anyway, we have a production boost here. That's what this little glyph meant on this tile. But I'm going to get right to producing water here on the bottom. And then very quickly thereafter, I think we will move this production up, and we'll put down a tree and a small wheat field up here. Just produce that as best we can. So basically, we are waiting in real time right here. We're going through the weeks, and we are approaching waves of enemies as they come. Here is our king. Here's some room for our spells. All of the other kind of resource cap ceilings and gaze that we've got that. And then the resources on the bottom, as well as some time controls and other good UI elements. And then other things that we can unlock. So that's a basic outliner of what's going on. We also have our currency up here. Phew, there's actually quite a lot. It took me a minute to really wrap my head around it all, but I think I get it now. Anyway, we are going to... the very first thing we want to probably improve is our gaze to produce more resources. This can go up to about 6. I'm not sure if there's any advisors that can give you more, but it is a good time. Anyway, let's go ahead and put down another wheat field up here and then a market. And we're going to set our market to trade wheat. I know this is a lot going on here, but I think this is one of the things that's been actually improved in the game, because I used to just do one exact layout of trees, wheat fields, and market, and then just kind of go on autopilot. They've added what feels to me a lot more randomness with more events and more ways to just have different paths up. Sometimes they don't really make sense, so you need to kind of do a couple runs to get a hang of it. But yeah, once you've got that going, pretty much everything is fine. Anyway, we're approaching one wave right here. I want to see if I can improve my gaze before it. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to, though, so let's go back down to producing some water here, and then we're going to put down some peasants' huts. And it's hard to really optimize the exact layout of everything. Let me just do it maybe like that. Maybe I shouldn't have put this on water, but you can actually move plots around now, which is good because you used to get stuck into making a mistake like all game long, which I guess was fine. I guess I'm going to waste some time here. I'm just kind of planning on making this area troop production. So there is that. I can also move an area, but it has that little red timer over it. So yeah, that's how long it takes to produce a good. But here we go. My peasants have gone out, and they've got 19 attack and around 35 HP to start. Anyway, we get our first wave reward here, so we can get either a swordsman barracks, which we need iron to make that work. We don't have any way of getting iron right now. We have hunters, or I guess we'll take a militia camp, because even though that they're maybe not the best units, maybe not as good as the swordsman, well, at the very least, they will let us do something else. Okay, so now we are choosing our fate for the next few waves. We're gonna keep repeating these. I know that's a lot of information, but that's pretty much the entire game loop we've seen there until we get to a boss. So, we will just keep repeating this cycle more or less. So if you felt overwhelmed by everything that went on, that's about it. Just kind of more advanced versions of this. I'm going to take the resource. I don't know what resource it is, so you kind of get to choose. You can kind of rearrange these waves, so you can sort of set your own difficulty. It's sort of like, kind of think of it like Slay the Spire in that way. You know, if you take on bigger bosses earlier on, they'll give you greater rewards. So there is that. Veteran barracks. I'm not really training that big soldiers yet. I think let's just try to get our econ ready. So let's go for maybe this raid, because that doesn't look so bad. Only 2 more enemies. And then maybe this one. Eventually, I would like to get more military. But let's just start with improving our econ. All right, this looks fine. The Flames of Reckoning. From your balcony, you watch smoke rise from the forest. No bread means no royal toast. Tragic. You muse, sampling a grape. A soot-covered scout bursts in. A wildfire is spreading, threatening our fields and farms. The council debates. Protect your existing resources or let the fire create new fertile fields. Okay, we could get troop training. Troop training is great because it affects all your troops, obviously, or we get like this really quick short-term bonus where we get more troops. You know, I really don't like to think about troops at the beginning, so it might be nice to just get some free troops here, some peasants. So do we actually, yeah, we actually got all 3. Now we're at cap. Look, I didn't even have room in my barracks for those, so now I can just fully focus on econ for a while because, like, I'm pretty much defended. Now, peasants are quite terrible, but we need them for cannon fodder, more or less, at the beginning here. And honestly, I'm just going to try to rush getting to 6 gaze as fast as I can without taking so much damage. The game ends when your fortress takes 100 damage or you win, one or the other. And, yeah, that's about it. Anyway, what else are we doing here? So we're trying to increase the size of our gaze. We need clay now, though. So the tricky part about clay is we just don't have any way of getting it. I'm actually just going to move this there. Sometimes, you know, they've really made this much easier to do, although it makes you a little bit less intentional with your gaze, I find, so that mechanic is kind of feeling less purposeful, but at the same time, you can't make, like, some tiny mistake that is totally game-ending, and I still think that it seems to lead to a desirable amount of randomness. Anyway, let's go ahead and start to explore some new building options. So this is going to just start kind of giving us new building plots. I believe that this is random. It's so infrequent, I actually just didn't even notice when I was trying out the game. Whoops-a-daisy. Anyway, we can, whoops. So more denarii, great bushes, clay mine, or big well. Well, let's get the clay mine because that way we can expand our gaze. And I'm just thinking of where I might want it. So it would be nice to get out this tile enchanter. I actually think I'm going to move my water production because you don't actually get a penalty for moving a water building. But let's put this clay mine here. That way we can get all that clay extracted out of the ground really fast. Oh, but you know, it looks like actually gold is going to limit us here. I'm just thinking if I want to change this. Nah, yeah, we're going to need it over here because I got the fast extraction over there. And then let's put this over here. Now, I just gave myself a big production penalty there by moving all of those things, but it'll be made up for in a couple seconds, and I know that these are the resources that I want. So what I'm trying to do next, like I said, is improve my gaze. It looks like one of the peasants died there during that ensuing wave, but I want to just ignore the military until I've got maybe 5 gaze, and then we'll keep our military production over here so we can go full production and then switch over to fully replenishing our troops. You got to be able to, like, move the gaze, or I don't know, my instinct says that you got to be able to move the gaze really fast and just change everything up in a second, you know what I mean? As far as this goes, the tile enchanter would actually be really nice to place over either this is a cursed tile here. You can actually replace this, which is great. You kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, but at the same time, wouldn't it also be nice to have 2 advanced production over here and then just completely ignore this spot? I don't know, yeah. And then there are some buildings where you can just completely ignore the gaze. Well, completely. Let's put this down here. It looks like I might have actually been better off with the market there. You know, I'm just going to do this. This is going to give me a production penalty for a moment again, but... See, it's like I become a little bit reliant on that, so that's what kind of worries me about it, but... So you can get other ways to enchant other tiles. I kind of just want to get this penalty out of here completely, though. You know what I mean? Like, I might... Maybe I'll regret that later on, actually. No, I already kind of regret it. I shouldn't have done that. No, I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to get tons of penalties for this, but whatever, I'm willing to live with it. Oh no, it looks like we're actually being invaded again. Let's get some more peasants out of there. Now, I wish I had some spells here. You can wait for these guys to get to the gate so that they don't attack you, but it looks like these guys just straight up attack the walls. Got some big goblins over here. They are laying demolitions. Oh no, it probably just did some damage. Oh well. Wheat and wood... or more clay. You can get a look at the rest of your place. Wheat is pretty valuable because we're turning it into gold right now. So I think maybe let's get more wheat. Although that is a regular size claimant. Oh wait, no, they're all 200. Okay, I'll take the wheat. Yeah, I think the wheat is what we're lowest on. All right, so now we get an upgrade. This is going to be persistent, so this is great. Either increase the capacity of our militia camps by 2. Militia is kind of like a mid-range thing. Market provides morale. Morale just boosts your troops' stats. But if you don't have it, then you'd have lower stats, so there is that. I think let's take the market boost production, because although each market... Oh, but it has to be an active market. Okay, yeah, I'll take market production. That's great. I mean, 25% more. That's pretty fantastic. Anyway, we are going to repair an enchantment on this tile. I know we kind of ignored this spot, but hey, maybe something else will pop up there. I'm just going to try to avoid building here anyway. Let's move the water there just because the water gets no penalty. And then once they're finished preparing this circle, then we'll maybe move our blueprints onto that. Just because we're running out of buildings even to produce anything with. And I think we're going to need a lot more different types of resources in a bit. Besides, I mean, if we roll a gold mine or something, then that's... like a pretty huge advantage right there. Let's move this water back up there and let's put in a new forest. Now, each of these also has a limited number of resources. I don't remember this, actually. I'd have to double check in the old VOD. I know that... I think some of them were temporary, weren't they? But now pretty much everything is expendable. Of course, with a few exceptions, like your markets don't run out, stuff like that. And it looks like we just lost everyone again. Let's put in a militia building there. Do we actually even have enough resources? Maybe to produce a few of these guys, but yeah, it's nice to just be able to switch over to full military mode, man, you know? Now, I would like to get some archers, just because archers tend to last a little bit longer. They're a little bit more defensive. I like them, because you can see that having just one guy against en-massed enemy troops, there is an advantage to, like... wait, are we actually even producing anymore? Oh, no. That's no good. We need more resources. We need just wheat to produce these people? I'm in not very good condition. What have I done? Wheat and wood. All right, let me just quickly produce a lot of wheat and wood for a moment. And I'm going to move in some water production here just so that I can get more of those things going in the upper corner. But yeah, we are taking some damage. This is not good. All right, I hope that's enough. I just need a little bit more out of here. No, we don't even have the wheat that we need. Oh, gosh. This is terrible. Okay, let me get another wheat field out there really quick. We just need some wheat. Just some wheat. Get me like 12. Okay, now go, go, go. I just need a couple of peasants here. We've just lost so much health on our fortress. It's okay. We'll make up for it. There are ways of repairing, but I feel quite terrible right now. Man, these aren't even really... I guess I gave myself maybe too much to bite off. That does happen in this game at the beginning if you aren't careful. All right, producing more wheat and wood. Okay, go, go, go again. I guess I really didn't put in enough for military right here. We're going to pay the price early on, but Hey, I mean, at least that allowed me to focus on my econ, and I hope it gets better for me. Oh no, oh no. You'll pay for this. Oh, we got some good building upgrades. Anyway, what do we get? Our magic school, we haven't even had time to think about health yet. Mega militia after recruiting 4 base troops. No longer generates random spells, but grants spell choices instead. That could be busted. Except Mega Militia. What is Mega Militia? Or increases militia HP by 50%. We need 4 militia, though. I guess we could just stop recruiting peasants. Just go in hard to the militia tree. I don't know about you, but I kind of want to find out what Mega Militia means. Let's do that. Yeah, I have to see what is it. I gotta know. Max unit HP increased by 30. That's pretty great. These are like big persistent upgrades. You could get like a short-term win with one of these resource productions here, but you've got some choices. Boost spell protection by 25%. I guess I could go hard into one thing. Receive 1,000 water upon picking this artifact. Castle gain 1 HP whenever your troops... Oh, that's actually a renewable way of gaining HP. I kind of prefer just taking the unit max HP, though, just because that gives me more room for there. But what if I don't get this again? I mean, this could be my only way of repairing my castle. I'll take it for now, but I don't think it was the best choice. I wish I could have taken all of those. They were all just so good. Water is pretty easy to produce, so I think I'll be fine without 1,000 of it. Let's see what else. Okay, I really want to improve my gaze size, so... Yeah, we need to buff our wheat production here, so I'm just going to bring this down here and then pray for a better building, because it is getting quite bad for us. Do we have any wood, too? No, I'm just throwing everything into the wheat production, although getting 5 this early on would be just a huge boon, a great advantage. And I think we should be able to survive a little bit here. Just 3 goblin bandits and a shaman right here. Actually, maybe I'll go in just a little bit more, because you want to have more troops than them before the wave starts, because if you're trying to replenish mid-wave, that's bad. We could also use a hospital, because a hospital would give us... Okay, let's also increase unit limit. It looks like we're about to hit that as well. I'm not going to have the crystals to generate spells, so I don't even think that's worth it. Let's put in something random, like a well. That's not going to give us a production... downturn, right? Oh no, we don't even have the wheat that we need. I require wheat. Right, we're just in sort of like an awkward waiting phase right here. Alright, there's 4 of them and 4 of us. But I don't think we're even gonna have what we need. Maybe I should just throw peasants. Yeah, let's just throw peasants at the problem. Don't even throw... Oh, but these guys have the better HP. What do I do? What do I do? I just totally messed up. All right, well, I think that we did manage to beat them somehow. I guess our troops were enough. All right, militia camp, which would be nice. We do have enough to recruit them. We could just keep stacking on those bonuses, you know, now that we've got a few of them to start. I don't really like peasants. They're too low quality. I do like the archery. I think let's just go hard into the things that we've already done. You know, that seems like it'll work to me. Grape bushes could be useful for later on. I'll take those. I'm not sure if I'll use them right away, but hey, it's something. I don't want to waste denarii on just regular stuff. Let's just get more wheat. We've used so much of it. All right, artifact. Stunning mace. Champion units stun an enemy once every 20 attacks. We might not get a champion for a while, though. Twin projectiles. Ranged troops receive 4% chance of shooting an additional projectile for each war. That seems too oddly specific. I don't really like either of these, actually. Warrior ally. Let me just see. Are my militia considered warriors? They are. Okay, well, seeing as we're basically going to be going in hard on warriors, if we just have a lot of warriors and then we start to build up militia behind them, that could actually be pretty good, because if we have a lot of those, then that's another 4% of each. Okay, that's actually not so bad. I could kind of take a break here. You know, I think I like blue slime with kingdom infrastructure. That's just going to continue to boost our econ. Let's get denarii, because I can use them for all kinds of rewards. Let's get production reward. This is a pretty easy one. Just 4 wall busters. Wall buster.
Let's kind of make it a little bit easier right now, because I got to catch up and increase my gaze.
But maybe a building upgrade wouldn't be so bad, too. But I need time. Let's put these in the later waves. I don't want to make it too hard for myself. You don't want to make it too easy or too hard. Let's see. Permanent morale 7 or building upgrade times 2, 50%. Oh, wow. You receive no... Oh, so this is a chance. I don't really want to take a chance. I feel like permanent morale 7 is pretty great because that gives us... I think it's 7% more on our... thing. I haven't even read the event. The Cursed Crown. During a routine inspection of your treasury, your attendants stumble upon a dramatic crown that looks like it was designed by an edgy jeweler going through a rebellious phase. Your court mage claims, Your Majesty, the crown of Veldrath grants unmatched power and mild insanity. But think of the... Okay, so hence the chance. And we can get the madman. I'll take the morale. Obviously. Obviously. Alright, so now we have a reason to produce militia. I guess we'll make those our primary troops, because, I mean, we've already got so many buffs on them that why not? Let's stop thinking about peasants entirely. Okay, I can live with this. I mean, we've got another one as an option. Oh, we actually aren't even producing that amount of wood. I gotta switch these around. I'm, like, becoming so reliant on switching building areas, man. Alright, okay, now we have the gold, we just need the wheat. Let's just overproduce wheat, let's get this thing out of there. Get me some militia if you can. Oh no, they aren't even producing that there. Okay, wood. I'll take it so that we can start to get more militia. I may actually just take these peasant buildings off the map entirely. I think I will. So it'll be oversized in our production there, and we'll just switch over to militia, and then when we get offered archers again, we'll try to take those. I think that's going to be a valiant military strategy that will work for us. Right, now we just need a little bit more here. 64, 66, we need 80, and then we can get 5 tiles on our gaze. The last one costs just a lot of gold. Yes, 600 gold. See that? So it would be nice to get a gold mine before that time, but now we are producing amazing amounts of stuff, which is great. And so we need 8 of those and the rest of that. But do we even have the troop capacity? We do. What is preventing us from producing this, actually? Next build cost. I have the wood. I have that. Do we have room in our barracks? Oh, we are producing it. My bad. I didn't think we were. Okay, cool. So we are producing militia now. And I think we just want to produce a ton of those. We got to start to catch up because there is a lot of stuff going on. And I'm going to continue producing buildings because even though that it's kind of random, they are useful. And these guys are potentially going to just wreck our walls. That feels bad. That feels bad. All right, we got 1. I think we could maybe get 2 before he gets there. Oh, no. They just threw themselves into the wall, so they took off like 20 more on our walls. Feels bad, but at least we took off our reliance on peasants now. What's next? All right, so probably a second militia camp, and then trying to somersault that into archers would be nice. I think that would be acceptable. Let's get these militia out of there, and let's bring back in our market so that we can... Whoops. Now, we could get a better resource trade ratio for one of these other things, but we're kind of stuck with wheat right now. I really like flour. If we get a mill, it's great because we can get a 3-to-1 production kind of thing going. I don't think we're going to get there anytime soon. Oh, wow. We're running out of so many resources. Okay, let's just get random stuff. That's fine. All right, phew. 8 wheat and 10 wood. Pretty easy. But I would like to get another one of these, and we need gold for that. All right, so basically just trading this wheat for gold is pretty much the optimal thing to do right here. We've got a production bonus on these two, so we're getting lots of buildings. Cool. Okay, we get a second militia building. Now we can get up to 6. Maybe we'll get that mega militia. Strong, strapping mega militia. Wow. Great bushes. We have only 9 morale, too. You can see what it does. Basically just increased damage dealt. 2 from number of... 7 from other sources. Yeah, 7 is really giving us all that we need here. All right, I guess we want to have some sort of production of wheat and wood whilst we're doing that. And what don't we have? We don't actually have any iron. And we ran out of clay. We used up all of our clay. I was thinking what else to do. All right, so we've got kind of our military mode over here. We'll build this up into something. I'm not sure what yet. But we'll have our military mode. And then we'll have our resource mode over on this side. And the resource is really the one that we want to buff the production of, but hey, the military is also pretty good here. Look, our militia are actually surviving a pretty good long time. We don't just have to keep rebuilding them like the peasants. That was kind of annoying. So if they survive wave to wave, I think that the next thing I would like would be a hospital. If we can get some kind of hospital building, that would be great. And we're going to need a lot of gold to get our next big upgrade. All right, increase militia capacity by 2, that would be pretty great. I'm not really relying on magic because I prefer to just have some spells can be pretty terrible, so there is that. Or increase capacity by 2. Well, if we have the higher morale, then we just kind of improve the quality of our troops. But again, they need to be active. Let's just go hard into the mega militia tree. Did I already get it? I think I did get it. I can't even remember. I was just so focused on mega. Here. Meh. Clay mine. I'm trying to think of what else I need next. I don't even know what to put here. I gotta pick something. I could just get tons of wood. No, I already got a lot of it. All right, let's get iron. We don't have any iron. 1,000 iron. Now, this can be tricky because it's hard to... If a building is, like, temporary in its production, I don't know how to describe this. You can just demolish it and not have it as an option if it's temporary, but if it's like permanent, like our militia camps, you'll always have the option to just rebuild it there. Although, I mean, I guess it'll cost you the extra resources, right? So that's kind of a bad deal. What do we need? We need gold to produce gold. Oh, that's so terrible. That's horrible. Are we at troop capacity? Yeah, we are actually. Right. Oh man, these slimes. Why did I opt to take on these slimes right now of all times? Why slimes? Why now? See, I prefer to just take a lot of damage at the beginning and then make ourselves super powerful. Okay, wine is good because it gives us morale, but I think gold is the longer term investment, so let's take that. Oh yes, hospital. This is exactly what I wanted. Heals your injured troops while active. So now I could just, if we go into a battle, I just go into battle mode. I'm in battle mode, man. Noom, and then we can heal up our troops. Just like that. Now, having more and overwhelming numbers of troops can be amazing, so let's do that. All right, we have, it looks like we'll have enough wood for everything else. It looks like this is about to run out. Maybe we could put in more woods over there. And I think I want that even more than the troop upgrade. And in the meantime, you know, we'll start to push our way toward gold. I think gold will have maybe over, I don't know, like here. Yeah, because we'll move this production back once we get our troops back. Once our troops come home. 196 here. There is a little bit of waiting, but I've found that this has made the game just a little bit more of an active, like, participatory kind of thing. I know my gaze is very inefficient. I just need more wheat there. Or was it wood? Yeah, let's get wood, actually. I just need tons of wood right now. Oh, baby. Hospital and... I just want the hospital done right now for the next wave, because, look, I can start healing these guys up. All right, so good. They're actually regaining HP. Oh, and we did get the mega troop. Oh, look at him. He's so large. He is he is a force to be reckoned with. Do not try to reckon with us. All right. Where am I going with this? I hope it gets better for me. All right, let's, I'm saying that too much. Not me, it's gonna get worse for me. Alright, let's get more wood over there. We just want general resource production, and then maybe... what am I low on? No, we've got tons of wheat. Now we're using up so much wood, man. I guess I should have gotten a sawmill, maybe. I was thinking it, but I didn't do it. Oh, it's the people riding the lizards! Oh, wait, let's go to the hospital. We need to heal our troops. Heal our troops. Yes, he got taken by the Mega Man. Oh, I actually think that those early investments paid off. I was a little bit nervous there. All right, so we got, I'm going to ignore the resource production stuff because, I mean, although it's useful, we're kind of getting it from our other upgrade building. I like the variety of prizes you can choose from in this, though. Provides 7 morale. I guess continuously? When choosing a reward, your first reroll is free. That could be pretty great. Receive troop training as a pending reward, or boost iron mine production by 30%. Well, that's only one resource building, though, too. No longer generates random spells, but grants spell choices instead in magical. So we get some of these choices recurring. I actually think Voodoo Beads is going to be great, because if we can re-roll again, that kind of improves everything altogether from here on out. Furniture store, bone pit for skeletons, black sheep barn, or monument to the king's gaze. Adjacent improvements start working without needing to watch them, except we're going to need a lot of crystals for that, so I actually don't really like that one as much. I tried it in an earlier playthrough. Sounds good, not as good as it sounds. So, yeah. Too bad. Alright, so we are now just about replenished with our troops. I don't want to spend time on that hospital all day. I think for right now, we are looking pretty good. We have just tons of wheat to sell at this thing. We have our resources coming up. Things are looking pretty good, and we've pretty much avoided touching this space entirely. I've found that this has made me a little bit more successful. Oh, it looks like we've got some other things to choose from. So I could get a free reroll. What am I really looking for? I guess I'm running out of trees, so I may actually take a tree here. I'll take one, and we'll get more. Man, one free reroll. This is going to be so overpowered. I would really like to get a wheat farm, but we also don't have any crystals, so that would be useful, of course. Big well. It does run out, so it's hard to make the case for that. Grape bushes would be nice. Possibly, but I feel like I could do better. I'll take another gold mine, just because we need that gold ASAP to get to the next thing. So now I think if we do this, let's just put this forest over here, and then we'll put another gold mine there, and then maybe... No, we've got plenty of wheat. We are just going to be making tons of gold for days here, man. All right, let's see our militia... Oh, whoops, we got to go over to the hospital, try to support our troops while they're fighting. Yes. All right, we're doing great now, man. So what else did I say I wanted? Archery? Swordsman? Man, I didn't really get what I wanted. Now, these are considered warriors, right? Can I hover over that? Warrior. Yeah, so warriors would actually be doable. I still feel like I could do better, but... Let's just do it. I mean, I might use them at some point. Swordsmen are pretty good. Not super happy with that, though. Alright, I'll take some way of getting clay. We don't have too much clay now. Bigger crystal mine, that's great. Except then you're kind of stuck with it in one spot for a while. Let's see if we can get that... Although the wheat field would be good. But I already have a lot of wheat. Let me see if I can get that wheat mill. Clay mine, sawmill. All of these are pretty good. Vineyard. I feel like the wood is just a more... useful general resource. Slows enemies or launch fireworks that make your... Yeah, I'll take 50% productivity for a while. Reduces the second king's ability cooldown by 25%. I haven't even been relying on abilities. There are spells that I've been that you can use, but every arcane unit on the battlefield... Oh no, I don't really like either of these. If I did use them, would this be useful? Nah, let's just do this. It's more immediately... That was pretty terrible. Sometimes you can just get terrible wards. Sometimes they break the game and they're awesome. Alright, I mean, I guess maybe we should try a couple of spells. The second spell, though. Troop training would be nice. Our army's doing great. I don't see why we can't take this. Let's get a little bit more, let's get denarii, because I can use them in pretty much everything. And then we'll take... I would like a spell. That would be interesting. And then maybe... I think I'm doing pretty well on most resource types. Let's just take... Although Goblin Lightning Mages are pretty tough, but whatever. Everything looks tough here. Resources not really as useful. Basic production. Yeah, we want to keep buffing our economy, and that's not so bad. Just bandits and giants. What about these denarii? 50 denarii. Or troop training. There is a building that provides troop training. Just this last wave here is looking pretty weak. I guess I could take on more of these, but let's just keep it 2. We'll keep it easy to manage. And none of these really look that interesting, so let's do that. All right, the Forest King. A messenger bursts into your palace. The forest has spoken, and it's angry. Emerging from the shadows comes the self-proclaimed King of the Forest. Who is this person? It's a giant fungus riding, like, a large tusked warthog. A towering boar leading an army of sentient mushrooms. Enough of your plundering. What kind of mushrooms are they? Enough of your plundering, King of Stone and Mortar. The boar roars As the mushrooms armed with spears and poisonous caps chant, "Save the trees or face the spores." Your advisors are torn between protecting your resources and negotiating to avoid a fungal rebellion. I really like the writing here, man. Oh, we get mushroom men as troops. I love mushroom men troops. How did we turn them to us? Mushroom men are really fun. 220 health. And I did upgrade them in an earlier playthrough, and they were terrific. So yeah, fun to have mushroom men on your side. They last a long time. When they went down, it was pretty much the end of the playthrough for me, man. So I don't know. I mean, I might be able to get a second spell here, but I just kind of want to up my I'm just willing to let that go to waste. All right, so let's get productivity rolling so that we can get up to 600 of these gold bars in no time, please. That would be great. All right, how are we doing otherwise? We have 9 out of 10 troops. Looking pretty good right here. I'm wondering if could we... Next build cost plus 20%. I'm not actually sure. Is this like an upgrade, or is this for something that we would get later? Maybe I just... Can I actually stack these buildings? I'm not sure. Next build cost. I should try that. I haven't even tried that yet. And I feel sad that I haven't. Next build cost. Actually, I hadn't even considered that at all. Let me try that in a moment. I don't think it will actually do anything, but I'm going to try it just to experiment. I've been playing the game for about, I guess, total, if you include the time that I played in the last build or last version. Oh, that was actually quite a trivial wave. Maybe I should have gone for more. All right, let's keep trying to get that mill. Nope, just grape bushes. All right, whatever, I'll take that. That's fine. All right, keep going for the bigger gaze, just because that's... Bigger gaze is everything. Bigger gaze is so much more productivity, and I think it's worth it. In the meantime, the swordsman barracks might not be bad to put there, because that way we could then kind of get this whole thing spread out. I guess we're avoiding that one tile, but I mean, it is still a pretty clear layout, so I'd like that. Let's just prepare for what might happen over there. Magic school I could build. I'm just not really that excited about spells right now. I mean, there are ways to make really powerful spells. I will say that some of them are really good, especially during boss fights. So I would like to get them, but it doesn't really feel like an early game type of thing to me. All right, let's maybe get some water. We just gotta take a brief detour here. Maybe I ignored some of those early game production items like wheat, because we are trading the wheat for, you know. This is great. We've got 11 out of the 8 troops we're allowed to have. Perfect. Math, everyone. All right, looks like we're about to go down here, so then we're just going to put on water and that. Now, you can pause time, too. I haven't really done it just to keep it a little bit more interesting, keep things flowing, but if you really want to obsess over every little decision, you can kind of treat it like a board game, and I like that, because this kind of reminds me of, what was that game from a year ago? Dot Age. Looks like Dotage, where it's kind of like a worker placement game. This and that both very much remind me of the other. And I like it a lot. I like what they're going for here. All right, are we almost there at the gaze? Okay, so now we can increase to 6. Behold my awesome powers. Do we even have the wheat required? No, but I mean, look, we're healing troops. We're making swordsmen, in theory, once we have the resources. Although we need iron for it. We're going to have to figure out a way to get iron. Roots. Poisonous roots that damage and push away enemies. Hit damage 60, poison damage 56. Not bad. Or buffs to our troops. Let's just take the straight damage. Well, seeing as we do have a reason to use iron now, that could be useful, but I'm still kind of looking for that sawmill. No, still not getting it. Alright, whatever. I'll take, crystals can be pretty interesting. You can get, like, unicorns and other things to fight for you. They're champion units, so they're some of the more powerful units in the game. Let's improve our troop limit here, too. Okay, great. We are actually getting to that now. So now we've reached maximum gaze size. I think it'd be cool if you could just get everything, but maybe not meant to be. So now we need to think about what is our next power spike. Well, probably if we do better in the upcoming fights, I'm just going to try to heal the guys that are still left around here first. And that hospital. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to try to put crystals up here. Can I put another one over it? 200. I guess not. I don't actually know what that is then, next build cost. I admit. Plus 20%. I guess is that if you make another one? Oh, I guess is that if you try to... Correct me in the comments if you know that, because I'm not actually sure what I'm talking about right there. I guess that's if you build multiple, though. I wonder why that is. Maybe it was just, like, so imbalanced in game testing from having a lot. There are a couple things, but, I mean, there is a lot of UI here, and it didn't take me very long to figure it out, so I will add that. All right, let's go into fighty mode. We probably want to move these over. I'm not sure there's a reason to have 3 wells anymore. It's nice to just have some way of getting water, but this is great. Okay, so we aren't losing troops, and that's less or fewer bodies to replace. We could probably even move this up here. I would like to get an arena to improve my troops' morale when we're fighting, but maybe in a bit. All right, so it looks like we've got more military here. Creates a helpless black sheep that provide morale. Other buildings may have use for them. I feel like that just getting archers here would be good because of our other bonus. Archery, here we go. Okay, I'll take that. And troop training. All right, this is pretty great. So we've got a buff on anything. I think that damage is always better because, I mean, than HP, so we'll take that. Ranged is pretty fantastic here, so we'll take that. All right, is anything about to run out so that we could just kind of think about that? I think maybe there's no point to having 3 wells anymore. Let's just demolish a well. Now, we will get back the well. If this were one of those temporary buildings, though, we might not necessarily get it back. Let's put, actually, I don't want to put the archery there. Let's move the wood up there. This is kind of bad production. We might end up replacing that eventually. Let's get an archery range over there. I guess we could specialize in one or the other. Although now it might make sense to just replace one of these trees with something else. I regret that I might have to destroy perfectly good production buildings. Alright, maybe not worth it to spend so much time healing people anymore. Oh, we've also got those roots. I almost forgot about those. No, I mean, think about where we were to begin with. It was maybe a little bit overwhelming then. I probably made a lot of... One thing that kind of tortures me while I play this is I feel like I'm making a lot of suboptimal decisions, and I do like to optimize these roguelike games, just because I feel like there's so much strategy to be had in them. I guess I'm not really working toward anything right now, am I? What am I even doing? Yeah, you know, this is going to hurt us in the short run, but I think I'm going to demolish this, and I'm going to put down a sawmill there. In fact... we need the wood more than anything right now. Let's pick up our market and move it. I know that's going to hurt production, but 35 production boost to this tile. I think it's 25 for this blue one, I want to say, so 35 is pretty great. That was a fantastic buff I got at the beginning. All right, we've got the music has gotten scarier and slightly more intense. I know it's hardly noticeable, but I'm very sensitive. We have... ooh, look at this. Iron mine. Although we already have a pretty big iron mine. I'll take grape bushes. We just don't have too many. Oh, wait, I keep getting these and saying I'm going to use them, and then I don't. See, this is the thing, is actually there has been a lot more kind of randomness, I feel, added into game with all of these rewards, but it's actually good because no 2 playthroughs are the same. So it might feel a little bit like, oh, I'm putting the cart in front of the horse sometimes, or like suboptimally, you know? Which feels bad, but maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay, actually. Let's take all of this. Man, we are actually doing great this playthrough. All right, I would like to get these persistent bonuses over just these things, unless if I get... oh, a forge is pretty good, because that can stick around for a while. I mean, you can keep it forever. It turns ore into bars, metal bars. But what about these? Resources are produced 10% faster. Okay, that is amazing. Sign me up for that. Heal your castle 3 HP each time you use a spell. Okay, that actually gives us a better reason to use spells. Each spell you cast has a 30% chance of... I don't like the die roll thing. All right, let's take Ball of Yarn for sure. And then I think... yeah, let's take some reason to use spells, actually, would be nice. So 3 HP each time we use a spell. Cool. All right, we have just barely enough because that's why I knew to prioritize Denarii. Now, this game is a roguelite because there is meta progression, although I will say... playing through multiple times does also improve your decisions, so there is a roguelike-y enough part of it that it makes me satisfied. Many of you watching this channel know I am a little bit biased. I do like... I am actually very biased. I do like roguelikes where you kind of learn the strategy more. Maybe there's more options, but this works for me, especially because there's just this paucity of really good board-gamey feeling. I didn't really get it. All right, maybe we could replace our other water well. Nah. Just gold is so useful for so many things, I feel. And there I go, not even using it. Look at this, man. 172, 173. Maybe we should just go ham with wood production, man. It looks like that these small trees are about to run out. But yeah, it's like, to me, it seems as though every year or two, we're now starting to get really good frequency of these, like, incredible board gamey types of roguelikes that are coming out of either indies or, like a small publishing studio like this. You know, like, just a little project worked on somebody with a lot of passion. And I don't know, like, I've been following this project a lot. And yeah, it's nice to see all of these little things, like where there was a slight gameplay, something that you felt like could have been improved, and that they're actually listening to player feedback. It is amazing. The miracle of early access. All right, where am I going with this? Archers. Now we need archers and militiamen. In fact, I'm not even sure these swordsmen are going to be as useful anymore, because what are our upgrades? Where can I see my military upgrades? Oh, and let me use the spell so that I heal a little bit more of my castle. Amazing. Oh gosh, was that an AoE attack? Terrible. Although the swordsmen are just in general pretty good, so it might make sense to just keep them around. Where were those military upgrades anyway? Whoops, I didn't mean to click in there. I was afraid I had quit the game. I do not see the medal. There's somewhere in here. I can't remember whether it was for each militiaman or each warrior. I guess I have to go backtrack to that part of the VOD that I got the upgrade. Pretty good, though. Pretty good. We have practically no bonuses, though. We could probably do that. All right, let's see what we're at now. 247 out of 320. Let's go back over here. I think the next thing oh, wow, look at all my rewards. I'm such a rewarded man. Increases all troop buildings unit capacity 1. I would like that. Except I think I'm okay with it as it is. Increases your unit's bonus HP by 5 HP each time you use a spell. Oh, what? That's crazy. That's so good. Yes, absolutely. Legendary fireworks. Everyone 100% more productive. Okay, we're getting really good stuff. Ooh, mushroom men. Oh, I gotta build more mushroom men. I know you want to see mages, but mushroom men, or giant beast. No, mushroom men. It's gotta be mushroom men. Although there are a lot of troops to choose from here, man. So that is good. Let's see if we can get anything that permanently sticks around. Another sawmill. All right, I will be needing probably a lot of wood, so I'm going to get another one of those. I'm just leaning toward it. Flying plus 15% rider. We don't have any of those. These warriors are great, though. I like how it shows you the troops that are highlighted so you don't actually have to go through it yourself. Yeah, I have mostly warriors. All right, I'll take that. I don't need to re-roll. I'm perfectly comfortable with who I am. Now, one thing I've tried to do throughout this playthrough is not make the game too hard or too easy, because if you do one or the other, you can find yourself either completely unprepared for the final boss because you just haven't gotten upgrades, or overwhelmed at the beginning, so there is that. I think let's do this. Just the random resources don't really seem to pay off. I'd rather get the persistent upgrades. We've lasted this long, so we might as well. Let's see, basic production. The denarii are also useful because they can be used to purchase better upgrades. Established production, advanced production. I'm not actually sure I understand what's the difference there, but I think I have kind of underestimated what I am capable of here. So actually, let's spread these across, because you don't want to give yourself too much at once. Production, denarii, production. Actually, give me all the denarii at the beginning. Just because I don't know when we'll get this. All right, a happy accident. Some sort of mermaid thing is going on. Sire, do you recall the crocodile eggs you ordered to help defend the castle moat? Why, yes, I do. Well, it turns out they were mermaid eggs. Oh, amazing. No, sire, I didn't know mermaids hatch from eggs either. Nor did I. Unfortunately, mermaids are not very effective against goblins. Apparently, they're not their type. However, they've been very effective with our peasants. Several have jumped into the moat to meet them. On the bright side, who is writing this? This is goofy. On the bright side, the mermaid's magic makes our soil fertile. Increase max castle HP. That's pretty good. I haven't really any use for gold right now, or a build. The building upgrade would be great, except I feel as though I let our castle lose so much HP, and it is also max HP, so I'll just take that. I don't know what the random upgrade is anyway, so I feel bad, but you know, I make my decisions as I do. Volkar, the gold hoarder. I can't honestly say... Oh, he is actually pretty tough, I think. I don't want to read too much. I'm good. I don't like to read walls of texts, but I am slow, and I hope it gets better for me. There I go again. I said it again, didn't I? Gotta, like, do a try. I don't know. I mean, I guess naturally I hope it gets better for me, but... Alright, let's get legendary fireworks here. Is that actually gonna have any use? Do we need production right now? Wait a minute. Let's see what our next production needs to be after this. Alright, so yes, just indeed more wood forever. Wood. We love wood. 10 out of... We need 72. Oh, jeez Louise. These small trees are becoming more and more useless as we go. I think we want to go up to crystal production because these mushroom men are just so incredible. Oh, they're also arcane, so they get both buffs? That's stupid. That's so good. Oh, man. Show me the fireworks. Show me the fireworks. Yes, fireworks. Okay, let me just keep destroying these water wells. Right, there we go. Now I can do this. All right, so what are we even producing anymore? I don't even know what I'm making. Just get me more buildings. Okay, we need grapes. Should we get them now? I'm probably going to get rid of this tree. It's just, look at how much more efficient these are, or more copious in resources they are. Think. I have to do better. I wish you could get rid of these mid-run, but I think you need to upgrade them all the time. All right, let's get rid of the last well. Wells are pretty easy to move around because they don't get the production disadvantage as you do it. I still want to keep this thing here because I want moderate income of buildings. You know what I'm saying? I've also got 104 HP, and what difference is 10 HP going to make us as compared with just getting another building? You know what I'm saying? I'll just keep increasing our troop production, and then we'll send it back and make an even bigger military. This is great. I mean, eventually spells will start to be useful because, you know, stuff happens. Oh, what am I saying? No, because, I mean, there'll be more troops to actually buff with said spells. But, oh, wow, we get 2 Mega Men when we do this? I might not even need these Mushroom Men. What am I doing? Who am I? Who are you? Why are you watching this? I hate having an existential crisis in the middle of the game. All right, let's go ahead and put maybe more mushroom men up there. Do we even have what it takes to recruit mushroom? We don't even have what it takes. Oh, I hope that the mushroom men want to fight for us more. I love mushroom men, big, strong mushroom men. Sorry, I don't have any weird proclivities for men who are fungal in any way. I don't even think about fungus. We're moving on. Great segue into my next topic. All right, the Mega Men are basically just free people. So look at the size of those Mega Men. Oh, I'm so proud of our military, man. All right, that's great, because we have time then to stack up, and then we save the rewards for the next wave. All right, 50 denarii. Man, we've got 90 now. This is great. So do we have a way of actually seeing when we get the rewards? Okay, trader. Yeah, I want to prepare for that trader then. See, these are the things that I haven't looked into as much. When do traders come? What do the traders have? Can they give me a good deal? These and many more questions I ask. What does it take to know the answer to? I'm not exactly sure what I just said, but it sounded like I knew what I was talking about, didn't it? Let's get buffed wood production until we get... I have not had this many troops in my army for quite some time. This is amazing. I'm not sure we're even really taking full advantage of those archers, but this guy has like a 1% or some crazy percent chance to get whatever that thing we had from before, right? Is it up here? Oh, so you can get people in the barracks as well. I haven't really been producing troops in reserve. Maybe I could, though. That might be better for the last fight. We'll try to do that after we increase our troop capacity. I just figure that troop capacity is, generally speaking, a good thing to do. Don't argue with me. I am right. I've been right about this before. All right, here we go. 17 troops. All right, let's do that. And... oh, spawn troops on the battlefield. I just know that I'm going to do something clumsy and forget to do it at the last minute. Like, oh no, there they go. So I don't do it. Crystal mine. We could use them for the mushroom men. I guess we just have to keep rolling for something. Whatever, I'll take more... I guess the grape bushes would be useful because of the mushroom men now, right? Never thought I would depend so much on mushroom men for defending me. Big whale. I'll take a big whale. I just haven't taken one in a while. I think I have copious other options. I don't really like those. Okay, another crystal mine. Advanced production. Winery. Okay, so we can now make grapes out of, or wine out of grapes, which would be useful. Or fuel pump. I simply don't know what I would do with fuel if I even had it. It might be incredible. I bet you it is incredible. Or an animal farm. Do we actually require... Oh no, it uses up water and it produces meat. Not bad. Although we need flour, which we don't have. I would like to re-roll for flour, except that the winery is just simply useful. We don't have very much morale, and if we had a winery, it is very, very useful in fights. So I think I will take that. Where to put the winery... Really, I think anywhere pretty much will do for a winery. Let's just use up the last of this spot and put it down there. And it is also like a permanent building because it's a conversion site. I'm not sure if that's that seems to be a theme here, where if something converts one resource into another, then it's good. Anyway, wine is useful. Processed grapes. Wine provides 30 morale for your troops. It is consumed constantly when troops are... The thought of this is interesting to the Deep Lore. We're just constantly consuming wine in battle to provide morale. It's produced in advanced production buildings. Oh, I would love another glass. I don't think I could do this. Can't fight in the war anymore unless if I had another glass of wine. Yeah, sorry about that. Let's see what else we got. I guess the grape bushes are useful again. Yeah, I'll take it. Give it to me. Get another mushroom man in there, why don't you? Now I regret having this tile here, so there is that. But hey, I mean, we're healing. We're at 13. Did we lose what? I think one person in that battle? Pretty good, though, that so many are maintaining the staying of alive. Okay, amazing an upgrade here. Man, this reroll is just so good. I'm so happy I took this. Each active hospital provides 4 morale. Well, that's pretty much 4 morale since I'm using it for free. Archers deal double damage once every 5 attacks. Or increase unit capacity by 2. I think it's the overall troop capacity I'm more worried about now. You know, I'm using the hospital so consistently that I feel as though it's necessary. It's not that great. I mean, though we do have the wine, too. This is just so unique. Double damage once every 5 attacks. You know, I'm only getting more archers from here. I'm gonna get that. They're all good. Gold mine would be good. Is this... What did we get here? Regular production... Or good production. I'll get crystals because I just don't think that we're producing enough of them. Wow, we are really strong this run. I was not this strong the last run. I will add, the first couple of runs here, I don't want you to think a game is too easy because I did have I would say 4 runs or so before I got up to this. You do need a little bit of the meta progression, but not so much. And probably if I had a better idea of the overall layout of the game, I would have done better. But, okay, let's maybe get a spell school in there, because I want you to see some of the spells if I can help it. How far do we go? I'm actually not sure how many weeks are in the game. I think it ends after, I don't know, like an hour or so. Games lasted... It was a tasteful amount of time, but I'm sure there are probably... You could probably go further, right? Oh, what is it? The animated face over there is nice for some movement. Although this gentleman has some very extreme facial features, and it is a little bit alarming. King Baldwin increases damage dealt by all units 1% per morale. Oh, so he's just an alcoholic. All right, well, welcome aboard. I didn't realize that. I guess that explains the, very flushed appearance. He does look like he's had a few too many glasses of wine. I wish I had seen that before. I actually didn't realize how much of an advantage my king had been providing me. Amazing. Thank you. Oh, my king, my leader. What I would give to be underneath your large ears and nose, experiencing all of you. What did that mean? I don't know. I'm not even going to try. It just can't. I just grabbed it out of the ether. That's just what I thought I was supposed to say. All right, let's see our troops. We got to give them some morale. Or more healing, whatever we can do. Denarii. Okay, a trader has arrived. And great, we have exactly 120 again. This is why I keep taking those denarii. Reduces the third king's ability cooldown. I don't even get enough time for these. When constructing buildings, 10% of resources are returned. Wait a minute, cooldown. I feel like I misinterpreted that. I was saying spells. What are even my abilities? I regret to say that I don't actually know what that is, unless if it's spells. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. There is quite a lot to this game. Anyway, we receive a fireworks spell every 3 waves. Not bad, not bad. When constructing buildings, 10% of resources are returned. None of these are bad. More troop training. You know, now that we're using the spells, let's take that. Or boost sawmill production. I think we should take the magic school at this point. And then what do we have? 70 left. We could get some spells, which might help us with the final boss battles. But why do that? Let's keep playing the long game. Fireworks spell has been really useful, and I think that these things have been great. Yeah, let's do fireworks. I mean, we might not have as many waves left, but still, it seems pretty great. Those fireworks spells have definitely come in handy. I think that the 25% production boost, though, is maybe the best. It's going to get really prohibitively expensive to do this, so let's get some spells before we do much else. I think... why aren't we producing people here? Oh, because we don't have any wheat. Oh, you know, that's no good. You know what's really happened to me, and I regret this, is I have grown proud. And I am now less useful than I was before. Let's put it up here. I know these aren't as good, these production squares, but we stopped producing wheat altogether because it was an expendable resource, and I just used whatever was left of it. All right, we've got that now. We need to kind of get back to basics here. Let's get more building production going on here. Whoops. I need to go there, and please continue to produce buildings. Yes, I need that. Wine will make pretty much all of the grapes into wine, just because more morale during a fight is necessary. I mean, who doesn't want to be consuming wine constantly while fighting? If I were consuming wine constantly every day, without its negative effects, probably that would make life just a little bit better, right? I mean, after all. I'm not actually suggesting this. Don't do this. But drinking wine is generally pretty fun. Do we have beer, too, in the game? Don't mix them. Oh, and wait, no, it's red wine. I can't do red wine. Which is too bad, because I really do like red wine. Love me a nice glass of red wine. But you get, what's the thing that gives you tannins? The thing that gives you a headache. I always get like a migraine. I feel sick the next day. It's too bad. But during the drinking of the red wine, it is always a great time to be had, so... yeah, I love me a nice glass of wine. Anyway, let's save up our powers for the final boss battles, because they are pretty crazy. Creates a healing pool that restores health to your units while they're in it. Oh, cool. That's great. Yeah, let's take that. And a prophecy. Okay, so here we go. We can't get any more denarii. Maybe that means we don't have any more traders. I would like an elite barracks now. That would be pretty cool. These waves don't look so bad. Kingdom infrastructure is also quite nice. Maybe some more spells, although we're producing so many. Oh, a Cyclops. I kind of just want to see what that is. Although I won't be able to adapt to these troops fast enough, so let's take them a little bit earlier. I gotta see what a Cyclops looks like. Is production even... Yeah, you know what? We probably do need more of those basic production things, although now I think I'm starting to get a little bit maybe proud. Take that. Actually, give me that at the beginning. I messed it all up. Whatever. I'm fighting a Cyclops. And a Crab Rider. Oh, Crab Rave. Veteran Barracks. Alright, give me this one. I don't really want any of those. But yeah, it'll give me spells before my final battles. Alright, cool. The invitation. We received a messenger pigeon this morning and... ... Well, it carried a message from the Queen Mother. She asks if her special little man is eating enough and wearing layers. I guess I'm the... Is that my mom or my wife? All right, I have some sort of Oedipus complex here. She also extends an invitation for you. That's just my speculation. Invitation for you to join the royal family at the annual boar hunt. I thought I was the king. However, I must remind you that this would mean a long journey, taking time away from ruling the castle, though it offers a chance to strengthen your alliances and gain valuable... Well, I mean... Boar hunt sounds like a good time. What am I going to do? Do we actually have another trader coming? We do. So there is a reason for these denarii. 15 of each resource. Basic production times 2. Enemies attack immediately. 20 goblins. That's a lot. Basic production ×2, though. Yeah, I mean, ×2 of everything? Yeah, I'll take a big wave if that causes me to get more of everything. I mean, I've got the spells. Okay, let me do healing pool. Well, let me wait until they come in here. Okay, this is enormous. I've just given myself like a giant boss fight, essentially. Oh, it's terrible. What have I done? Am I going to just totally, like, just take myself out here? Let's get the wheat field, though. I've been ignoring wheat for a while. I need to get more wheat. Wheat, and wood. Actually, I have a lot of wood. Let's get clay. I'll take clay. Can I get some more wheat? I was just ignoring wheat for too long. Right. There we go. Lightning. Heal me. I'll put it there because they're walking into it. And, oh no, are they actually going to stay in it? Oh, it's terrible. What have I done? What have I done? I can't believe I've done this. I'm going to need a spell, too. We just need anybody who can come out. Oh, I horribly regret this. This is going to be the worst. Oh, I forgot that everyone was melee. Oh no, did I just blow myself up? I need to take out at least 11 of them so that they won't blow us up completely. Please have mercy on us, wallbusters. I thought that they were just regular goblins. I wasn't looking very closely. Oh, they're fine. We barely got them in time. Oh, that was such a nail biter. Production ×2. Wait a second. Am I producing doubly now? Maybe I just misread it. What are my bonuses? I can't even see. Where are they? Phew. Alright, let me use some more spells. Poison Puddle. Although now we have so much max HP, we could practically use another hospital at this point in time, man. Alright, what else am I trying to do? I guess we need more wheat to produce more soldiers, so let's go ahead and get a lot of wheat here. Wheat and spells, because spells... Well, I guess we need crystals for spells. Oh, there's an enormous Cyclops. Alright, let me put out a poison cloud. It's gonna last for 9 seconds, so I'll put it at the front of where they're walking. Damages enemies, and the Cyclops is hurt. Just as we planned it. How quickly is he taking damage, or is he simply too powerful? Oh, whoops, let me go over to the hospital. I have wasted a lot. I know that this is a major challenge, but I just wanted to see, what does a Cyclops offer for me? Phew, alright, we've got a lot of good stuff. Speeds up the king's ability cooldown recovery while active. Hero statue provides your troops with stat upgrades. That is a pretty amazing ability. Big well, iron mine. I guess, is it because of the wine use? Or am I just completely neglecting using one of my abilities? Comment below. I mean, there may be a big thing that I am just completely missing in the game. Am I just not using my ability? Quick replenishment. Replenish your... Okay, that's another... Oh, that might be useful. Maybe I'll do that. Give me a minute. It is possible. I mean, I've played, I think, 3 different builds of the game now. And they have all been very different. But I like where it's going, but I may just be missing things. Oh, maybe it's my other abilities which I didn't unlock. My bad. Oh, well. I mean, I am still pretty young and in need of direction. I'm just a confused young guy. Alright, hero statue. 140. I mean, we are getting to the troop limit again. Although at this point, building high instead of wide will kind of help me, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, let's try to just empower our current troops. We need to buff them up. Gold mine. We need gold to create it, though, so we are going to go back here. I think we could probably start to think more about... Let's put out some fireworks, and let's do the market back there in our very productive square, and then we'll do... Maybe we don't need the winery there anymore. I think that was just producing for a while, and I didn't even look at it. Whoops-a-daisy. What do I need? I would like gold, but I need gold to make gold. I need water for... Yeah, I just screwed myself out of gold here. Wait, no, actually I'm good. I'll just move the big well over there. Alright, we've got like the crab rave going on over here. Let's just do Bladefall. Maybe I should be saving more of these for the final boss fight. I'm not even putting my production over my... Or my gaze over my military buildings now. Alright, I'll take maybe one more of these. I just need these wheat fields. We're using them for stuff. Still not gonna do this. My morale is still pretty high. Bakes flower dragons into ash dragons. You gotta love just the crazy units in this. Fairy Fountain is pretty great because you don't actually need to be gazing at it, but it provides random resources, so there's that. Magic College generates basic spells or another hospital. You know, I think it would be useful to have a second hospital, actually, because just for the last fights. We'll see when we get there. Catapult Factory, Academy of Lightning, recruits lightning mages, but we don't have any metal. We don't have any of these resources. We don't have any of these. Let's see if we can get something different. I just want something that'll synergize with my resources better. Giants betting awakens giants from their sleeps to fight for you. They don't like being disturbed, but we don't have meat. We don't have any of these things. I guess it'd be... Will damage your castle for 20 HP upon awakening. That's a lot. Griffins, too. You know, I'm gonna get a trader. I don't want to waste before the trader. I don't really like any of this. I feel bad. I'll get the giant thing if I somehow get meat, because that's kind of crazy to have a giant fighting for me if it does happen, but I just don't think this is gonna work. Oh well. This is what I mean by, you know, some of it is a little bit random at times, but hey, it's also useful. Let's get this iron mine out of here. It's just sort of randomly placed in this spot. I know I had to move that, but... whatever. I mean, it'd be nice if I could just put the gaze here, 4 production buildings, giving me tons of units, and then do a lot of healing, because we could heal up faster. I think we can all agree. I think we can all obviously agree on that. Where am I going with this? I need more wood. I need more... well, I need more of everything. Troop upgrades. Okay, there we go. Hospital. See, now we're fully healed, and we're back all... nice and happy for the next wave. I think we are progressing along at a good clip here, but we are eventually going to get to, I think it's the second one is that the third one? I'm not sure. We're going to get a final boss sooner or later, though, and it will be very chunky. It's very, like, surprising after everything we've been through. You may think, oh, AA, you fool, you've had it so good for so long. Well, it's about to get a lot worse. It's about to get a lot worse from here on out. Weakness applies a 30% move speed and 30% attack speed debuff to enemies in an area. Now these look like... oh, they kind of remind me of that thing from Spirited Away. Remember that? No Face. Good old No Face. Let's get more gold. We need... I can't remember why, but we needed more gold for something. What was it I needed gold for? Don't even remember. Was it... oh, I think it was this building, the hero statue. I'm going to simply throw away the water. Judge me for wasting water, but I do what I have to make the world go round. Alright, I'm gonna get a hero statue because getting troop upgrades is just so useful, man. You know, like, we are very solidly in the warrior area right here. I think we could do this. And let's move this over here so that we can heal during the fight. I've already lost 3 guys. Okay, not bad. I just want to keep my military really strong for a while so that we can get into the last fight looking strong, you know. Meteorite strikes a specified location. That's pretty amazing. Chop wood to get 40. Oh, actually, deforestation is great. Don't clip that out of context. Deforestation is great. AA says something very controversial. Not even controversial. Oh, love pollution. Oh, where am I going with this? Love, pollution, deforestation. Turns enemies into fleeing sheep for 3 seconds. That could be pretty busted. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, elite barracks. Can I get the unicorns? The unicorns were so useful to me the last time. Ram pasture. Oh, they simply cost gold? I love exchanging gold for rams. Oh no, we need black sheep for that. Oh, I keep getting unlucky here. Whatever, fine. If someday I get black sheep, then amazing. But otherwise, 'twas not meant to be. All right, let's keep trying to get some troop bonuses here. What did I just get that I was all excited about? Not that. Troop bonuses. I don't even have any wheat to trade. Oh, it was the deforestation I was excited about. Okay, now this may spawn some enemies. Oh, we got very lucky there. Well, that was surprising. All right, well, it's a very fast way to get some wood, so you love it. I will put this... Actually, we'll leave that there. It's giving my troops so much more max HP, man, though. Look at this. I mean, this is the reason for these hospitals. I guess everybody has all their health left. It's kind of hard to keep track of who has what max HP, but... We got some solid upgrades this time, man. But I also think it took a little bit of deciding. Getting all those denarii at the beginning was useful. We got only 50 right now. That might not be enough to afford the upgrades I want. I'm not actually doing anything right there. Hang on a second. I think I have enough gold mines that I'm fairly happy with this. I'm actually going to sell the market. I just don't think I need it as much right now. I can always get it back. It's fairly cheap to get it going again. I would require some sirloin steaks if I wanted to get a giant out, but I don't think it's going to happen just yet. Actually, I should have probably done grapes there, but oh well. All right, let's turn out more grapes. Champion. Do we have any champions yet? Champions are great if we get them, but I don't think we're going to do it. We don't have any grunts left. Champion plus 15%. I just don't have them yet. Brigade. Oh, where did I get a brigade? I don't even remember him. Crossbowman. But why give ranged units more health? It's just not... I mean, I want to give them damage, really. Do I have anyone with arcane? Okay, I guess I'll take the extra health on my mushroom warriors. That's pretty good. Oh, wait, is that my mega... Maybe those are my mega people. Is that considered... Where are my brigades coming out of? The mega dude. Yeah, is that the mega dude? Gotta be the mega dude. I'm not honestly sure. I'll just take the arcane 15%. That's... I definitely know that'll give me bigger mushroom men, and we love mushroom men. All right. Let's see. Grapes. Okay, cool. Maybe turn some of these guys into sheeps, and then fireworks, so that we can raise our productivity again. Cool. Man, I didn't even need to do that, whatchamacallit. Alright, cool. I must have gotten 10 denarii somehow. Places seal on 2 tiles. Oh, sorry, the reason I keep saying denarii, I do believe that is the way it's pronounced, right? Wasn't that like a... You might just say denarii. It's actually Latin. I was tortured in high school from Latin class, and I hated it. Actually, it wasn't that bad, but I learned a lot, but yeah. No one knows, but that's how we said it to sound smart. But, factoid. I don't know where I'm going with this. Actually, places a seal on 2 tiles. Gain 2 wine when you kill an enemy. Oh, we are kind of running out of wine. The seal, though, would be busted. I just like this. Although if we can't get enemies... Yeah, I mean, we're going to be able to get more wine. Let's get the seals. Get the seals. Okay, the seals, here they come back. Look, we are moving so fast. It's too bad that it wasn't on one of these tiles, that last one, but still, I mean, great. Look, we're just boosting up production on everything. But yeah, I did promise wine, didn't I? And more mushroom men would be in order. I wish that you got like a little bit more of an overview of what exactly each troop is. Can I see it here? No. No, not really on that. I like this trinket screen, though. I do have it there. Yeah, that's useful. But it'd be nice if I got, like, a damage breakdown, if I could see that anywhere. Warrior plus 15% damage. Go for it. Amazing. Let's see what we got here. A little bit more of that. Okay, now it's time to start producing more wine. Good. Good. All right, and then when we run out of that, then we get another winery there. Yeah, this is it. This is what I've been looking for. Now, how are we doing on crystals? We're doing great on crystals. Fantastic. It'll be very fun to play this game if you get more of these spaces unlocked, so you can create more specialized zones. I don't know if I can increase my gaze size, too. But it just... I find that when it... Or maybe it become too overpowered at 6. That's why I play roguelikes, though. I like roguelikes that let me just become ridiculously, jankily overpowered, but maybe that's just me. Oh no, did my winery disappear? Or oh no, it's over there, my bad. I thought it just totally disappeared. Put that down there. Oh, it is an enormous dragon. I completely forgot that he was coming. This is terrible. We need wine immediately. Send the fireworks. Slow the enemy. Yeah, slow them. Is this the final boss, actually? Yeah, we're going against Volkar, the Gold Hoarder. Oh, we are going up against a horrible, enormous boss battle right now, and I need wine immediately. We need it. Bring the wine. All right, in a moment, as soon as we get just a little bit of this wine, we will begin the next phase of our operation. Just get me, like, one of those. And do we have enough to produce mushroom men yet? Oh, this is going to be so awkward, slightly switching back and forth between, but I think we have to do it like, maybe like that. All right, we're doing a lot of damage to the dragon, but we need more warriors. These warriors, if they go down, then they're going to debuff our... Oh god, he is breathing fire on us. Let me just avert the screen for a moment. This is going to be quite terrible. Range plus 15%, give that to me, yeah. Oh, it's all so terrible. It's all generally awful. All right, we have to keep producing. How much longer till I get one mushroom man? I kind of want to do this. All right, whatever, I messed up, but you know what? I don't want to take away from this production completely. Did he just completely fly away? Oh no, he's back. He is indeed back. He wasn't just staying away forever. Conveniently, the boss just leaves. 11 out of 17. Oh no, I guess I should have gotten more people in reserve. But, I mean, we are producing a constant stream of bodies here. Maybe I should get spell casting in one of these. But hey, I mean, one of each troop type. We can outlast him. So how much are each of these mushroom men coming in with? 280. That's pretty great. Am I actually producing one of each? We are at our max archers. That's good. But the archers are very useful, especially when we have warriors up. Mushroom men being produced. Good. We are running low on grapes, though. Fortunately, he just leaves for a minute after every few seconds. Oh, look at those flamingos flying overhead. Or at least they appear to be flamingos. Love some flamingos. Wait a second. I have to get back to my own being attacked. All right, I guess we just have to kind of like awkwardly switch back and forth between these two types of production because he is a strong lizard man. All right, every 4 of those. Oh, we're missing out on the mega troops, though, right? Hang on a second. Can I get more of these guys? Whatever, it's fine. Just produce them. I guess I could put them over here, but I don't want to give up the immediate production. No, he's actually still really strong. I don't like this. Although I think if we beat this boss, that might be game there. Oh no, wait, we've totally stopped production. What is it that we're missing? We're missing wheat. Oh no, this is terrible when your economy runs dry, when you're just trying to fight a dragon. I don't think we can get spells at this rate. Buildings will help, but swords and bows will be of no use to you here. Wheat. We need a lot of wheat immediately. Am I going down? Maybe I'm going down, man. Maybe this is just how I go. This is it for me. Remember me as I was. I have a lot of gold. I could still produce archers. But why am I not? Oh, I don't have the wheat. Okay, we need to just go ham on wheat production for a moment. And then I think maybe cool it with the hospitals, but he is now... Oh no, he's doing 8 damage per second. Oh, it's horrible. I was supposed to win the final boss fight and look good at the game, but I don't. This is terrible. Oh, no, I'm gonna have to edit the video to make it look... I just beat him the last time I did it. Oh, please. Oh, God, please give me more mushroom men. Please, something, anything. Oh, he's still just attacking my wall. Please focus on the men or fly up in the air and do something. Oh, no, no! Well, that's about it. Anyway, the king is watching. If I had beaten that fight... Oh, actually, yeah, it was 316. It would have given me exactly the same screen, so I didn't really miss out on much. I guess I could have lasted longer, but what were we here for? About an hour and change? That's a pretty good amount of time to intro a game. Anyway, I can take those town denarii, and ascension crystals, and put them toward any number of things, so it makes my next run just a little bit more manageable, because I do believe you're supposed to go farther, and the dragon is... just one of many perils faced by man in life. Anyway, I will probably take a look at those. Maybe I'll get another advisor slot to just give me a little bit more of an unfair advantage at the beginning. Because there are all these other ascension crystals I'd like to get. And there's just so much to be had here. I feel as though this game really can scratch that itch of like that kind of board gamey thing. The same kind of thing that we got, well, from the earlier builds, but with more replayability, I'd say. As well as like that kind of dot age feel, but yeah, it sits in a really nice place at a good time of summer for all these indies being released, or I don't know whenever I'll end up releasing this, but hopefully soon. But anyway, if you got to this point in the video, I do hope this helped you find something more that you like, and as always, I'm Ambiguous Amphibian, and until next time.